Hey, hello and welcome to the Course Wizards podcast. I'm Christopher Maselli. I'm here with my buddy Amit. How's it going, Amit?
And I did it again.
He's pointing the wrong way on our video. I'm
I'm
over
well,
here.
yeah, I always go the wrong way. But your light didn't come on. Your studio
No,
light.
my light. It's. I have a studio light that is connected to a home automation series. One of these little plugs like this here, and the plug it needs to be unplugged and reset every once in a while to get it to work. And so I bought a new set. This is a new plug I have in my hand. I'm gonna set it up and fix it all because the old one kept losing connection. Go
So
figure.
wait, before we get into the episode, tell me, I'm being so technologically savvy. I never
Yeah.
set up any home automation. So how have you set this up? Is it like IFTTT kind of thing?
No, this is all set up, but now this is I'm using Apple's HomeKit for this, but of course there's a Google alternative that you can use too, as well as you can do one with Amazon's services. I'm trying not to use their keywords here. But you can use any of those that you choose. I'm using Apple HomeKit, and so yeah, all you have to do is it's got a little QR code on the front of the device. Scan that with your phone. It puts it in your HomeKit, and then you can assign it a shortcut. And so when I come in my office, I can say, "Hey, turn on the lights," and boom, all the lights come on. But I can also set up shortcuts. So on my computer, I've made it so that when I start a podcast through Ecamm Live, boom, it automatically triggers the smart light to come on through the plug. And then when we stop recording, when we hit stop, it turns it off. It's the same thing. When I walk in the room, I say turn it on, it turns on. When I leave, I say turn it off, it turns off. And I can even automate that further if I wanted to, so I wouldn't even have to say a keyword. But yeah, it's I've enjoyed doing. I don't do as much home automation as a lot of people do, but I've got several lights in the home set on automation. I've
Yeah.
got fans in the bathroom set on timers, and I don't know,
Yeah,
Christmas
I
lights
have a bunch
outside,
of
that sort
those
of thing.
plugs and I do the same thing, but I didn't know how you were doing it as soon as the recording turns on. So that's
Yeah.
through Apple HomeKit. You have a interface you can use.
It's using you can connect Apple HomeKit with the Apple Shortcuts application, and through Shortcuts, you can do all kinds of crazy stuff. So I
Yeah,
could say, when I do something with this document, trigger this home automation or that sort of thing. Yeah, you
gotcha.
could do all kinds of things. And so in this case, what I say is when I hit start on our recording, turn on our light for recording, and it'll do that.
Okay, cool, man. All right, what are we talking about today, Chris?
Today we're talking about hustles. Just like if you're hustling for audio or home automation, you might also
Automation.
hustle for other things. Amit and I do more than just our daytime jobs. We both have daytime jobs, but we also do a lot of side hustles. And some of those side hustles you've heard about because they might be things like our membership sites. But there's a lot of things that we do that we know that some of you have asked us about, but we haven't really talked a lot about. So we just thought we were going to go through our list here, talk a little bit about the kind of hustles we do, because in today's age, it's all about multiple streams of income. And we
Yeah.
want to all have them so that we can see what takes off and we can pursue that more. And so, yeah, let's start talking about what are some of your streams of income. Give us the first one, Amit.
All right, so the first one is I make some side income through Amazon Associates because I had purchased a blog that someone was selling on hiking boots. So I use this blog to supplement my income. It's really not much. It's 100 to $150 a month.
Yeah. All right. That's a little, you make a little bit of income from it. That's awesome. I do a lot of writing services. So this is actually kind of part of my full-time job.
Right.
But I also do writing services that are just, they're not my main clients. It's someone asks, "Hey, can you write this article or can you edit this book or something like that?" And I'll do that writing service for them. I'll make a little bit of extra income each month doing that if I choose to. It's nice because it's only if I want to do it. Depends what state the manuscripts are in as to whether I take them on, but it's a pretty regular side hustle I can count on.
Okay. My next one is a AI blog. So the first one was my boot blog, right?
Mhm.
Hiking boots. And now I'm expanding it to other kinds of boots because there's only so much you can write about hiking boots. And I use software that you and I both love called Rank IQ that gives me the keywords to write about. This next one is 100% AI generated. Right now, I'm in the hole on this one because I paid my VA to publish a bunch of articles. I haven't seen the returns yet, but November was my first month that I crossed over 1,000 clicks. So I think I'm getting close to being able to apply to Google Ads or ad network where I can start seeing some ad revenue. And then I think once you hit 50,000 clicks a month, that's when you can apply to the big ones like Mediavine and you start making some serious money.
That's awesome. Yeah, you haven't seen returns on income yet, but you've definitely seen returns on results. You're getting some definite results from that AI blog. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
I
What's
also
your next
do
one?
I do book formatting. So when someone has a book, an e-book they want to either create a physical book from or an ebook from, I help them format it. And you might say, well, can't you just do that yourself? And yes, you can. But believe me, it won't look as good as what we're able to do through professional formatting software. And so that's what I offer. I'm able to make some very slick looking books. And I usually help clients who are going to use them in a little bit more high profile ways than just selling on Amazon. And so that has turned into be lucrative for me in the sense that I just bought the software. I use Vellum, and through using that software, I'm able to charge just for my time in formatting the book, and it's totally enjoyable. I really enjoy doing it
And
because I love
it's called Vellum, Vellum.
Vellum, Vellum, and it's for the Mac only, but boy, is it slick.
Okay. My next one, a shiny penny rolled around and I chased it. It was the AI challenge hosted by Spencer Haas, who owns the Niche Pursuits podcast, who also has Link Whisper is his product, right?
Yes.
Which you and I use on our WordPress blogs. So awesome guy, amazing products. He has a podcast, he has his blog, he has the Link Whisper, and he has a bunch of other stuff. So he came out with a challenge on create a new AI site, and whoever gets the most views wins $2,500. I'm like, yes, let's do it. So for that, what I'm doing is I'm using ZimWriter, and ZimWriter has this feature where you basically feed it existing blog article links and it'll spin it and rewrite it using AI. So I'm doing that. I've been getting like 100 clicks, 100 views a month on my blog for the past 2 months. Is a new blog created after September 20th. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't know if I'm going to win, but I'm trying.
Hey, you're gonna learn a lot doing it though, that's for sure. That's awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah, I also do cover design for books. You can see a lot of these are writing related because my career has been in writing. But as I have been helping people format their books and edit their books and write their books, all for self publishing, people have also needed covers designed. And I have enough of an artistic eye that I can create some pretty nice covers. I don't do illustration, but I'm very good at graphic design. And so I will create full covers for them. And so they can get the whole package from me. And I'll put that out there too. Some people just want a cover. Some people want it as part of a larger group
Package.
of items. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. My next one is one of the first blogs I had created was about Zenler. Lessons learned from this one is don't create a blog which is connected to product's name. But at that time, I was following these two guys, Matt, and I forgot the other one's name, and they were promoting Thrivecart like maniacs. I think they made hundreds of thousands of dollars promoting Thrivecart. Anytime you Google Thrivecart, their website was the number one website, and it was
Mm,
called Get Thrivecart. I'm like, all right, I'm going to create Get Zenler because they have a blueprint for success and I just need to follow it. So
yes.
I created getnzlr.com and because I didn't want to use the name Zenler and have them say, hey, it's copyright, you can't use it. But it has evolved into an online course, a blog for online courses. But I'm stuck with the name because I don't want to lose the SEO juice and everything.
Right.
So that's another one of my side hustles. Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. So mine is similar to that. It's my membership site, and so we've talked about this a lot on this podcast. But I have a membership site for writers, and it's where you can go and we have all of our courses and trainings about how to write books, how to edit books, how to format books, how to publish books, all that sort of thing. But also we have an accountability membership so that every Wednesday we meet at noon and a bunch of us get together online and we all write on our individual products together. And we've been having a lot of fun with that, and that's been profitable and it's been a good one. But that is our membership site.
Awesome.
Find out about that at
My next one
writingmoments.com. Got a little
is
plug
writing
there on it.
momentum.
Writingmoments.com, yes. All right, what's your next?
Right.
Writing Moments is what we're calling it. It's Writing Moments with Writing Momentum. We separated
Okay.
the two just slightly.
So you have writingmomentum.com and writingmoments.com and writingmomentum.fyi.
No, writing.fyi.
Sidetrack, digression, Namecheap now it's generally available for anyone to buy a .ing. Did you try buying writing?
Yeah, I did, and I could have gotten it for as little as $13,000. I said, "I think I'll keep looking."
Yeah, there's some crazy ones out there. All right.
Yeah.
My next one is my YouTube channel. Frankly, I've been slacking on it because as we are ratting out these hustles, we are realizing I might have bit more than I can chew, but I need to come up with a system where I dedicated one day to each of these instead of trying to do different things on a single day, and I end up doing a crappy job of not paying full attention to any one of them. But YouTube channel is my next one, which is about online courses, about reviews, about software reviews. So that's been good. It's a zero to course hero, and yeah, check it out. Shameless plug for that.
Awesome. My next one is our podcast. Not this podcast necessarily, but I have another podcast called Writing Momentum that I do with my wife, Gina. And then we have this podcast called Course Wizards that I do here with Amit. And so these two podcasts are something that we've been trying to build over time and just see how each one does. With Writing Momentum, I already have a built in audience with our list and all of that. So that one's been easy from that standpoint because it ties into that. But then, of course, this one is Amit and I together. So we promote it elsewhere. And both I thoroughly enjoy. These probably the podcasts are some of the more favorite things I do, just because I like how we can get together, talk for a few minutes, and then hit record and produce a podcast that can be genuinely helpful to people.
Yep. So I'm out of mine that I'm doing right now. Now I'll move on to the ones that I want to do.
All right.
Next is I had bought a domain name and I want to create a blog around a health topic that is up and coming. Actually, it's been around for a while, but Rank IQ tells me that there is a ton of articles that I can write about it.
Hmm.
But because it's a health topic, I'm still on the fence because I don't want to give misinformation.
Yeah, that's admirable. Yeah, you want to make sure that's the kind of the hard thing with some of the AI stuff is you don't know if it's always going to be accurate, and so you want to be sure you're careful with that. Another one that I've been doing is website creations. I started off doing this because a lot of authors have needed websites, and so I've been creating websites for authors. But in the course of doing that, I've created them for nonprofits and other small businesses, and that's been one of those that's more of a passion project. They're not easy to do, and they're not difficult once you learn a lot of the skills, but they take a lot of time. And so that has been the downside of them, but I enjoy doing them, and I know they mean a lot to people who need websites and don't even know where to start. And so it's one of those things that I'm still weighing, maybe having some VAs help me with it or something like that to
You and I are
be
going
more
to connect
productive.
after we stop recording, and
Yeah,
I'm going to launch a team in India, and let's scale that.
I think that's a good idea.
All right. My next one is revive my YouTube channel. So I had created one on the heels of AI and I wanted to ride the wave, and then I became stupid and stopped doing it. And why did it stop? Like, it was going so well, Chris. Within a month I gained 600 subscribers. One of my videos hit 23,000 views,
That's
which is
crazy.
like the most I've received for any video in my life, and I just stopped it.
Yeah.
So stupid. So I want to
Sometimes we
revive
do
it.
that. Yeah, we see something that works and we're like, "Hey, but there's other things I want to do too." And then before we know it, we've left the thing that was so good out there. Yeah, and another thing that I've done is web hosting. So after I started doing websites for people, I realized that I kept connecting them to host providers out there that were charging them 3 times what they should be charged, and they got locked in to paying them. And I thought I could just go ahead and get a large server myself, slice up the pie for other people, and do reseller hosting. And so I had to learn a little bit about it, but it's been great. So I have a couple dozen people now that I do reseller hosting with. I take care of their hosting for them, and instead of them spending 3 times as much elsewhere, they're able to save money by going on my server, but I'm able to make a little money too because they're hosting through me.
Nice. Another one you and I need to talk about.
Yes.
All right. My next two are related. I want to write two ebooks. Maybe I can hire someone whom I know as a writer. So one is an ebook about how to use AI to make money using AI. So
So you're not gonna
AI
use
will write,
AI to write the book?
that's what it is. I want an
Yeah.
AI to write the book about how to make money using AI.
That
I've
seems
been
like it's cheating.
collecting, it's like curating. I have been collecting all these articles on different ways people are making money, and I just want that curated collection to be in a book. And
Yeah.
then the second one is about 700 plus prompts that you can use using Chat GPT. That one is about 80% complete, Chris, using, you guessed it, an AI tool called Magic Bookifier or something that was on
Yes,
AppSumo. So yeah, I just need a collaborator who can help me bring it to the finish line.
absolutely. And I can certainly have you format it too. We'll make it look super nice.
Awesome. Those are
Yeah.
all of mine, Chris.
Speaking of writing, I also am doing some of my own writing, and it's funny when I'm writing all day. It's hard to sometimes to find time to write for myself, and that's something that I want to do more of. I've hired someone to help start writing some like first drafts of books for me based on talks I've given, and then I'm going to go ahead and brush those up and finish writing those myself. So, but I felt like I need to have someone else help me get started on that. And yeah, that's it.
Nice.
Those are like my main side hustles. I've been helping some local places with their audio video lately just because it's a lot of fun, churches, coffee shops, that sort of thing. But those, every little thing can bring you in a little bit of income, and it's a nice way to help make your wallet a little thicker so that you can enjoy life more.
Yep. And I think these are great, but an argument can be made by devil's advocate that we have spread ourselves thin, our wallet will stay thin. But if we want to stack our wallet, a fat stack, then we might want to go all in into one.
Yeah, it's hard because this is the kind of thing you could argue either side, right? Do you really want to put all your eggs in one basket? Because if it doesn't pan out, then you've got nowhere to go. On the other hand, you're right. If you spread them out, you may be spreading yourself way too thin, and then you're not really good at anything. You just become this renaissance person, good, just a little bit good at everything.
Yep.
So,
That's the pod. That's the pod. It's a lot to recap. So I'm going to skip the recap.
yes,
But Chris, with our skipping the recap, I will close this out. And
go
all I
for
want
it.
to say is thank you to our listeners. It's the holiday season when you're listening to this. So be kind to one another and be kind to us by hitting that subscribe button. And Chris, what are they going to do until next time?
Hey, you're going to rate, review, subscribe, and share, and keep creating.
Keep creating.
Bye bye.